Hi guys, it's Mina. Welcome back. We're continuing with our Constellation Series today. Today we are working on Cancer for all you July babies. This is a 24 by 30 inch gallery wrapped canvas we're going to be pouring on. So let me show you my colors and we will dive right in. So, I did a pour that you guys will probably see on Thursday called Malachite, which was really cool, and I used a folk art metallic paint called Malachite, and this is actually the drips that I scraped off of my table after that pour was finished. So I'm going to be using it again because it's an amazing color, and it's actually pretty much the same color that that tube of Malachite was. So that was Malachite from Folk Art, was the original one. I also have here Arteza's Pearl Pistachio, just a little bit left, which is beautiful, wonderful stuff, which I'm really happy about. I also have Arteza's Silver, which is a gorgeous, nice, very metallic silver, which is cool. This one is Artist's Loft Metallic Black, which is pretty cool stuff. Really beautiful, sparkly, shimmery. My paint is all mixed with Liquitex Gloss Medium and Varnish, and the paint and the Floetrol. A quick word about the Liquitex Gloss Medium and Varnish. They are changing the label and they are changing the name to Professional Gloss Medium. And the label is now this sort of light green color that says Professional Gloss Medium. It still has the varnish in there. It's on their website. It just doesn't say varnish on the bottle anymore. Now it just says Professional Gloss Medium. So that's what you want to look for. Okay, so we did the metallic black, we did the silver. I have my 24 karat gold from DecoArt Americana Decor Metallics. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, this last one is Jenkin's green from Golden's. Nice deep dark color. I really love how deep it dries. It's almost black when it dries. And these two are Artist's Loft Flow Acrylic in black. Okay, so that's my flow extender if we need one. So let's layer our cup. I want to do a big giant ring pour on this one. And actually, let me tell you the story of Krios. The story of the constellation Cancer starts a long time ago when Typhon, the god of monsters, was attacking all of the gods of Olympus. And Poseidon, the king of the sea, the god of the sea, went and hid with a lot of the other gods. And he left a very large, giant crab who was very strong and very powerful, named Krios, in charge of his daughters, the sea nymphs. So Krios was told, don't let them out of your sight, don't let them go out into the ocean because this Typhon guy is around and he's a bad dude. So he was supposed to keep them all safe. So he really literally kept them within reach and wouldn't let them out. And some of the sea nymphs, after a while, they convinced themselves that Typhon wasn't really a threat to them and they didn't need to be worried and they could escape and go off into the open sea. And they did, but Krios couldn't chase after them because he was watching the other ones who were well-behaved sea nymphs and staying at home. So he enlisted the help of a giant squid named Villami. Is that his name? Villami, to help him bring back the ones that had gotten away and bring them back home. And when Villami went out, it turned out he actually had ill intentions and he was not a nice creature. He was rather nasty. And he found the sea nymphs, but then he ate them. So he went back to Krios, the crab, and he said, oh, I looked for hours and hours and to no avail. I couldn't find them. I'm so sorry. And Krios knew he was lying and did not believe him, and he attacked him. And they fought this epic battle for hours and hours. And Krios actually got very injured. But because he was immortal, he did not die. And in the end, he actually won. So he beat Villami, the nasty eel, and he won the battle. So because he was immortal, he couldn't die, but he still was in a lot of pain from all of his injuries. So when Poseidon finally returned, he saw his valiant crab that he had, charged with taking care of his daughters, and he saw how hurt he was and how much pain he was in. So he took away all of his pain. But because he was immortal, then he immortalized him in the heavens as the sign Cancer. So, which is a crab, and the numbers are supposed to be the crab's claws. So that was pretty cool. It's an interesting story, very interesting story. So there's another version of the story that involves Hercules and when he was fighting in these 12 labors, he ends up fighting this crab also. So that's one other version of the story of Cancer, but I like the one with the sea nymph daughters and Poseidon and all that, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's layer our cup. The first thing that I want to put in is a little layer of black. Well, not little. I want a nice layer of black on here. This is a 24 by 30 inch gallery wrap canvas. For that size, we need about 25 ounces of paint. I may actually use less than that and only use 21 ounces. The last couple of times I felt like I've had a little bit too much paint, so I think I'm just going to go 21 ounces and be done. Okay, so now I'm going to use just a little bit of gold in the center. Now we're going to go into that Malachite table drippings color, which is so pretty. Just look at that, guys, like antique jade or something. It's just beautiful. And some pistachio. And we're gonna come, let's go into the Jenkins green. Did I do it? Did it? Huh. Okay, now some silver. And I'm gonna come back to that Malachite color again. And some more gold. And some black again. Let's come in with the pistachio. A bit of the Jenkins green. Some silver. Gold. And let's see, some Jenkins on the other side of that. So if you'll notice how I'm layering my cup, I'm using the lighter colors, the silver and the pistachio and the gold, in between the darker ones. I'm not putting two dark solids next to each other because they wouldn't show up. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of pistachio on top of that. And then some black. I think that's going to be it. Okay, so that's good. That's our cup. Let's get this ready. This is my OXO omelet turner spatula thingy. You can get it on Amazon. I have put the link in the description box for you with several other useful links. So please check out the description box. I do spend time writing it for you guys. I know some of you read it, but the links are in there. So to find the description box there's a little pull down arrow on the right side underneath the video itself. If you click on that, then a pull down comes down, and that's the description box. Okay, so let's pour a puddle of gold. I kind of want to do this a little bit off center. I'm going to do it over here on the side. Okay, we're going to do a ring pour. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
I am indeed.
Okay, here we go. There's Gail. I was just thinking, where's Gail? Oh, that's really pretty. Not perfect, but that's okay. Okay, so move these over. Okay, so this is our Flow Acrylic from Loft. We're going to use this as a background color. Thin that out just a little bit more with just some water, probably half an ounce. how that is not leaving a mound on a mound anymore. It's just pretty much sinking right off the bat. So you want your flow extender to be thinner than the paint that you've poured on the canvas. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pour this around our pour. Make sure we have some on our corners and edges. So I realize it looks like it's off center, and it is off center, but don't worry, there's way more than enough paint to stretch out to cover everything. Okay, spread this out, and we're gonna do this kind of fast because it's very hot and we have a lot of sunlight right now. So, okay. Let's tilt it. All right, so there's obviously more paint on this side and not as much on this side. So we're gonna go off towards that corner first to sort of help distribute the weight of the paint evenly across the canvas. And you can see how that flow extender is sliding easily. We're not losing our rings. When we get to the corner, we might, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna thin out this other cup of black too and put a little bit more on there. Okay, that's good. Nice and thin. I'm gonna put this on here because we don't want to lose that. Okay. There is a lot of flow extender on there, but I did that on purpose right now because it's very, very sunny here. Okay, so now we're gonna go down off that corner. And it's just gonna push all of that black off, which is exactly what we wanted. And we're just barely gonna go touch the edges on either side, just like that. Come back down towards the center again. We're gonna go up this corner now. It's starting to roll right there a little bit. Keeping our edges intact right there. Go right off the corner. Back down towards the center again. Go off that edge. Over. Nice and easy. I'm leaving a little bit of black on there. So that's pretty cool. I'll give you a torch. Let's look at it for a second. I like it, but I don't want the swirl right in the very center, so I'm just going to move it down this way a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right. Wipe my hands off real quick. That's very cool. There's some really beautiful lines in here, and this, what looks white, is the pistachio. I love that color. Look how cool that is. And the silver. Silver is in here also. Very neat. But that's what I like about it, is it's not white, and it doesn't do what white does, where it white blends everything and dulls everything down. So I was tempted to wreck it or use a comb on it or something, but I really love these colors, and I think that they're going to be really beautiful, and there's some really pretty lines in here, so I think it's going to turn out pretty neat when it dries. So this part's really cool. This is going to have all these cells coming up in there. Awesome. Very cool. We've got the gold. I see this lighter color, which is where the silvery pistachio, whatever, mixed with one of the Jenkins green or the drip cup of malachite stuff. Pretty cool. Very neat. Beautiful lines in here. So that's awesome. So this was Cancer. I hope you guys enjoyed this and the story of Poseidon's daughters, the sea nymphs, and leading their caretaker Cryos the crab. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I will show you when it's dry, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Okay, so this is the next morning. It's not dry yet. But it hasn't changed much other than for the colors to sort of settle, deepen a little bit. Very, very pretty. Those greens are gorgeous together. And these lines are amazing. With that pistachio and the silver. Very cool stuff. The gold is very blingy. Very 3D. Really beautiful parts in there. So this is Cancer, the story of Cryos the crab defending Poseidon's sea nymph daughters and keeping them close. Pretty cool stuff though. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Happy birthday to all you July babies. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.